That's chapters from the band Chawa here on WNCW. Spyboy Juan Boudreau wrote that tune, I guess, pretty
Yes.
recently. Kind of came together real quick, or what's it like for you writing a song?
It took over time. I had to like readjust the lyrics and stuff. Like I really have a more extended and deeper version than put on
All right,
the
let's hear that version. Maybe tonight. That's tonight or tomorrow night.
Edited for radio.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, telling a lot of history, like we were talking in between those songs. You know, I like hearing that history, just one on one and in a group. But hearing it through songs is a great way to pass it on as well. And that's probably where you learned a lot of your family history, right?
yeah
Through the songs, yeah,
stories.
through the
That's
stories.
what my grandpa always said.
You call them stories, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But stories usually means what, fiction or fake or fairy tales, but not necessarily.
Nah.
And sometimes a little bit of both. And
Yeah.
maybe it doesn't matter, which was actually happened and what kind of sort of maybe could have happened.
Make it sound good.
Make it sound good, basically. Just make it sound good. Yeah. You, Juwan, learned a lot about your Indian history. What is it Choctaw and Cherokee, did I hear of your
Yeah,
direct?
both.
Yeah. Okay.
I had my my grandfather grandmother,
Your grandfather's grandmother?
yeah, was Choctaw.
All right.
And then like recently we had found like the other side of our family had the Cherokee part.
Right on.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And did I read something about you did a trip to New Mexico and you really learned a lot more, or
Oh yeah.
shared in more info?
That was deep.
What?
You wanna talk about it?
Whoever.
Say something, man. All right, well, yeah, we went to the reservation down there in Tiles and like met a real Native American Indian, and we was like finding similar things, actually like seeing and hearing like similar things that we do and what they do, and like how we just pick up a tambourine and play it. Like a lot of stuff is more spiritual with them. Like they bless their instruments before they play them and things like that. It's like that was a spiritual and deep like feeling once you step on to there, like you feel something different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you found some similarities with people that you maybe thought you would never have that much in common with because they're miles apart and generations apart.
Yeah.
It reminds me of these striking similarities that a lot of today, today's 21st century African Americans have. They go to Africa, and despite all the separation of the years, the generations, the trauma, they still find some similarities with language and this little cultural habits, and
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing. And then the whole history, of like you're saying, of Native Americans kind of taking in some of these freed slaves down in New Orleans, and hence we have this great Black Indian tradition here, kept alive with bands like these guys, Chawa, who've just been together. It sounds like just a couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. When you guys got together, and now you got this outfit, and where see yourself being in the next couple years, it's gonna keep growing and growing. Is this just like a small chapter in your all's life, or is this like what you want to be doing?
This what I dreamed of doing actually. Like
Yeah.
I didn't feel or see myself doing nothing else besides following my grandpa's footsteps. And when I was young, he used to be like, "You need to get a job," because we used to ask him for money. He was like, "You need to get you a job and work." I like, "I don't want to work. I want to do what you doing." And then before you know it, I started doing what we doing. I ain't asking for no money ever since.
Yeah. Yeah. Was there a certain moment where it just kind of clicked? Was like you were like, I can do this.
Yeah, like once I had to keep on doing it and doing it by myself. Like in the beginning, it was hard. I used to say the same thing in the lyrics, and now I went from the same thing to like actually having a song that I wrote, like with something different and a different feel from what I grew up on, the music that I grew up on.
Yeah. So you just got more and more complex as the more you got into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. It's great to be getting to know you guys at Chawa. They're playing tonight at the Boone Saloon in Boone, and then tomorrow night Johnson City, and then you go into various other places. Eventually, you get to go back home,
Yeah.
right?
Celebrates Father's Day.
Oh yeah, right on. Happy Father's Day coming up. Well, let's see if we can get one more from you guys before you head on up the mountain to the high country.